Welcome back to the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise. This is episode 3. If you missed the last episode, go ahead and check it out. It'll be a link at the end of the video. But if you missed it, we did beat the Cincinnati Reds in a 3-game series, but we're coming back home for the St. Louis Cardinals, another divisional rival. We are 2-1 on the year, and we do have Chris Archer on the mound, making the start in our home opening game. Leading off for St. Louis is Martinez, as he will watch this one go by for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and he ropes this one right up the middle, and that'll get through for a leadoff single. Colton Wong is next to bat with a runner on first, and he spears this at Josh Bell, but he ropes it in and makes the tag for a 3 unassisted double play. I love the quick hands there by Josh Bell, as we will take a look at him here in the bottom of the inning. And he gets a 2-out base hit with a full count, runner on first. As we see Corey Dickerson and Francisco Cervelli walk, loading the bases for none other than Jung Ho Kang, who did have a grand slam in Game 1 against Cincinnati, who takes a mean hack at that curveball, but gets one right here, and he pulls this to left field. That ball is deep, and he has another one. That is a grand slam, number 2 on the year for Jung Ho Kang. Home run number 3, and that was just a towering blast. Who has 2 grand slams in the first week of the season? None other than Jung Ho Kang, making his return in Pittsburgh. The next batter is Melky Cabrera, and he goes deep. This one is crushed this time. I think that one's off the foul pole. Look at this ball just loop right around. That puts us up 5-0, so we're going to go ahead and quick manage a little bit here to see how Archer does on his own. As we now add a few more, it is 7-2 in this ball game, so we're going to jump in and finish Archer out here in the top of the 6th inning. As we get a swinging strikeout, Francisco Cervelli corrals the ball and does make the throw for a successful out. And he forces a weak fly ball here to center field to end the inning. Another quality start for our pitchers. We're going to go ahead and bring in Steven Brault here in the 7th because we liked what he did in our first game, his first game against the Reds. He pitched pretty solid, so he comes in here and gets an easy strikeout and a second strikeout. Then we go here, and he gets a ground out to Josh Bell to end the inning. But we're going to leave Steven Brault in the game as he starts with another swinging strikeout, this time to Paul Goldschmidt. But his arm was getting a little bit tired as he did allow 2 base runners. So we came out to meet with him, but this happens right after. He gives up a 3-run home run, and now it is 8-5. The Cardinals crushed this ball. Jed Jerko absolutely destroyed this one off Steven Brault, and we will bring in Nick Burdi, making his first appearance on the year, a hard-throwing righty. So we do like what he brings, as he does strike out Martinez to end the inning. We're going to go ahead and pinch hit Colin Moran here in the bottom of the 8th, as he'll draw a walk, and then we make the move to pinch runner J.B. Shuck, who has 91 speed, so we wanted to get him on the base path, and Adam Frazier hits this ball right up to center field, and we test Shuck, and he's in there to third. Runners on the corners with nobody out. Frazier is on fire as of late. Josh Bell comes to the plate, and he hits a screaming liner out to left field, but we're going to test it anyway. J.B. Shuck has good speed, but the throw is offline as we extend our lead 9-4. Corey Dickerson comes up now, and he takes a nice little slider inside. Good eye by him. And then he pummels this slider just a little bit early. He's waiting on his pitch, and he catches one up in the zone. Deep fly ball to right field. I don't think that has enough, and it will be caught right on the warning track. Out number 3 as we go to the 9th. Everyone wants to see Felipe Vasquez. They pay to see Vasquez. While he is not in a save situation, we still want to get his arm a little bit of work here in the beginning of the season. As we see Vasquez throwing really hard up there, he gets an easy out number 1, and that ball hit 101 miles an hour. Throws a little change up there, and then he brings the payoff to Goldschmidt and gets him staring at a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. Now up to bat, Matt Carpenter, a little lefty-on-lefty action, and he cannot handle the curveball as Vasquez strikes out 2, and he does not record a save, but we do get the win in this game. A great opening day for your Pittsburgh Pirates. Both teams with 12 hits, but Jung-Ho Kang's hit was probably the best of them all. That's his second grand slam of the year. Most people don't hit 2 grand slams in a career. But as for pitching, Archer did pretty well. Another quality start, 2 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. Then we had Brault come in and shut it down. And Vasquez was pretty much what we expected from him. So we're going to go ahead and finish up this series. As we jump into game number 2 here in PNC Park, it is a little more overcast than it was yesterday, but we do have Jameson Taillon in the mound, so he will be a bright spot in our lineup. Looking to have a little bit better success, he did give up 3 runs in his first outing, but he did go 6 innings, so we do want him to straighten his act up here as he gets Martinez for a strikeout on the first batter of the inning. He then faces Colton Wong and drops in a beautiful curveball. Wong doesn't even know that he struck out on that ball. And then he faces Goldschmidt here, and he has the same result as Jameson Taillon strikes out the side. We look to get off to a fast start here in the second game of this brief 2-game series, as Adam Frazier will lead us off in this one, and he is well behind that fastball as he strikes out for out number 1. Starling Marte comes in, facing the righty, 2-1 count. Miles Michaelis is a pretty decent pitcher for the Cards, and Marte will strike out on this one too. It's looking a lot similar like Jameson Taillon's inning, as Corey Dickerson steps in, and hopefully he can bring a different change as he'll pummel this ball to deep right center field. It looks like a loud pop-up here. But no, oh no! That ball's gonna get out of here! I can't believe it. I really need to see a replay on this one. Corey Dickerson gets a pitch high up in the zone, and he delivers, but I thought it was just going to be a loud pop-up onto the warning track, but this ball just kept going and going and going, and it lands right over top of the fence. So another wall scraper for us as Josh Bell comes in, and they call him check swinging on that one, so technically Michaelis struck out the side. We go now to the top of the second, where Taillon starts the inning much like he did the first, with a strikeout to Matt Carpenter. Jose Ozuna comes up, and he hits this ball right onto the ground, and this will be the first hit that they record in the game. But wait, I think he was out. We're going to have to challenge this one. Clint Hurdle gets the okay, and we approve of this one. They did reverse the call, and we do have 2 outs now as Paul DeYoung comes up and grounds this softly to the shortstop as we make the play. We go now to the bottom of the second inning, where Jung-Ho Kang gets a 2-out walk to maybe get us going with something, and then we watch another one as Melky Cabrera draws a walk. That'll go ahead and bring up the pitcher spot, where Jameson Taillon does already have a hit on this season, and he'll fly this one out to right as it'll go away in unceremonious fashion. As he looks to continue his dominance here into the third inning with a soft grounder right to shortstop, Gonzalez over, and he will make the throw out to first base, and that will end the inning. As we see Taillon giving up no hits into the third, I wanted to focus a little bit more on his pitching and a little less on our hitting. So we go into this one and we get another ground out, as that is now 12 consecutive batters Taillon has set down. The no-hit bid is still intact. We go to our half as Michaelis records 2 more strikeouts, but not to be outdone by Jameson Taillon as he gets Matt Carpenter swinging again. Marcell Ozuna steps up to the plate now here in the top of the 5th, and he will get this ball into shallow left field, as that will be the Cardinals' first hit. It was 4 1/3 innings for Jameson Taillon as a perfect game, but now he needs to rebound as he gets Paul DeYoung to strike out for 2 outs in this inning. And he gets an easy fly ball into right field as he will end this top of the 5th. Pirates still lead 1-0. We go now to the bottom of the 5th, where Adam Frazier is up in a full count with 2 outs, and he ropes this into right center field, but it is unable to get down as that ball is tracked out there in center by Harrison Bader. Taillon continues to pitch into the 6th as he gets another strikeout. This ball at 98 miles an hour. Taillon is still feeling himself, but unfortunately he does fade his first walk, as I thought that ball was in the strike zone. But we do want to get out of this inning as he gets some weak contact, throw over to first, and we are out of the 6th inning. Still absolutely nothing is going for the Pirates as we have not got on the scoreboard since the 1st inning. Josh Bell ropes this out to right field, but it is caught. Michaelis is pitching a pretty impressive game as well in this one. As Tyone drops that curve for a 3rd time on Matt Carpenter, we get him swinging this time and we throw on to first to end the inning. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Jung Ho Gung strikes out, and just adding to another strikeout for Michaelis. We bring in our setup man Kyle Crick, who has successfully done his job 1 out of 1 times this year, as he comes in now to pitch the 8th, as he allowed an early base runner, but he does make up for it by striking this man out with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball, and then forcing a very deep flyout, but it is a flyout nonetheless to Corey Dickerson as we go now to the bottom of the 8th. Gonzalez comes in to pinch hit for Crick, and we do want to see him get going on the season. He's still looking for his 1st hit of the year, and he grounds this one out to the 2nd baseman, and this inning is over. Appearing in his 1st save role of the year is Felipe Vasquez. We used him when we were up by 4, but now we are only up by 1, as he gets the leadoff man swinging at this crazy slider. We'll see if he gets him again, and of course, Colton Wong strikes out in this one. 1 out for Vasquez. We get Goldschmidt swinging on another 100-mile-per-hour fastball right outside the zone. We had him chasing on that one. And here we go with Matt Carpenter. 1 ball, 2 strikes in this one. And he swings and misses for the 4th time in the game. A 98-mile-per-hour fastball up and out to put him away. And the Pirates sweep the Cardinals in this series. We only put up 1 run and did only have 2 hits in this ball game, but at least we held them to 3 hits and no runs. Vasquez gets the save. Tyone has 8 strikeouts and a walk with only 2 hits given up. That's pretty impressive to say the least. So we do sweep the Cardinals in this one, and we do have a 1st place bid right now in the division. So what I'm thinking about doing is next week taking a trip down to the minors, as they will kick off their season. But before we go, I do want to show you guys a little bit more scouting that we're going to do. We got a couple pitchers. We sent our guys on some discovery missions to get us some pitchers that we are going to start evaluating very intensely. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. Be sure to stay tuned for the upcoming videos, and if you haven't seen the first ones, go ahead and click back and check them out. But that's all for this one. Have a good day, and subscribe for more.